Alright, here's this disc. This is how it came. These things here, the discs, fell out. Coulters. And these are called coulters, by the way. And I mean, this is the condition that it came. This had one strap on. So whatever. That's Amazon for you, I guess. Well, you can expect the instructions to be all tore up like this. Alright, first of all, enough complaining. I hope that these coulters are all here. Looks like there's 8. Okay, now we're going to see if everything's here. Well, here's this guy. Alright, well, let's see what we're going to do here. First of all, according to the instructions, need to get a long bolt. Okay. All the spacers, I'm going to call them spacers, are hooked together on these 2 long bolts. You're going to have 2 lock nuts. These are nylock nuts. For me, I like everything organized. So I got all my parts over here. And they're organized according to what function they have. Take one of these coulters. If they aren't called coulters, too bad, I'm calling them coulters. Okay. According to this, looks like this is the way the disc goes, the coulter. So it should look like this after you're done. Alright, the next thing, spacer. One of these. All polished and look like they're chromed. I don't know. That's fine. Another washer. Doesn't look like I'm going to have enough washers, but I don't know. Alright. I think the best thing to do is put it up like this. Alright, the next thing, coulter. Bracket. Okay, you got to turn this bracket the right way. Make sure you get it the right way. Okay, now these got zerks on right here. And so that's going to go like this. And by the way, make sure that there's a bushing inside of here. It's got all kinds of grease in it. It's got a sort of a groove in it for the grease. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on here and then grease it after I get it together. Okay, so you're going to have it like this. Bracket. Okay, now according to this, you have a spacer. And then, okay, this thing here goes inside your bracket like that. And it's not going in all the way. Yeah, you might have to tap it just a little bit. Because that is key right there. Okay, make sure you get it together right. Okay. Alright, now another washer. And a coulter. Okay. one of these, spacer, let's see, wait a minute. Another washer, first, spacer. Alright, we're going to use a 30 mil socket. Helps if you go the right way. Now I don't know how tight I'm going to get this. The bracket still turns, so we'll try it with put some grease in it. I don't want to get it too tight. I think I'm going to loosen it just a bit. Yeah, it's about the same. Okay, now it should look like this when you get done. All right, let's go through it again. Make sure that all the parts are on there. Okay, first of all, the bolt, then a washer, then a coulter, now these have a right and left, but hopefully, when I follow these instructions, it'll turn out right. Put a spacer in. Oh, first a washer before you put the spacer in. Okay. And then a washer. Okay. Then the bracket. Put one of these spacers in it first. I'm going to face it this way. Wipe the grease off your hands, because you're going to get grease all over the place. Okay, so we got the spacer inside of this bracket. Oh, we got to have a coulter on first. Now, it's been a long time since I've done any farming. Years and years. Okay, now I'll put a washer on this bracket and on the spacer that's inside of it. Okay, put that on. Put the coulter on. Again, you're going to take the coulter and face this domed area out. Okay. Another washer. Spacer. Washer. Coulter. The washer. Well, they didn't give me too many washers. Oh, I forgot one. No wonder. Take it all apart. Now they gave me just enough washers. Okay, yeah, it's effective to go back over it and make sure you got everything. Alright, same thing. Put the bracket and the spacer, washer, coulter, washer, spacer, coulter, washer, coulter, washer, and now the nut. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing. Tighten it all up. Put it like this. Okay. Hold the nut. Get your 30 mil socket. Tighten her up. Okay, now we're going to take the tongue. We're going to take this big piece of channel iron. We're going to have these holes right here in sort of a V-shaped pattern, and they're going to go like this. Alright, now there are different size bolts here. I'm going to line them up like this. Here this hole right here, that's going to go in for one of these carriage holes, from what it looks like. Okay, so one carriage bolt, a nut, a washer, and then a nut. Okay, I'm going to correct myself and say that there's going to be 3 holes at the back. Put a large nut on it. Okay. Okay, it's going to look like this when you're done. Okay. Put a large washer on. A large nut. And again, these are the large carriage bolts. Okay, don't tighten everything up because you might have to take it all apart again. Okay. Now we're going to take this and put a bracket on it. This bracket right here. Alright. It's going to go right here, like this. And I believe this is actually the front of the whole contraption. Okay. Looks like we're going to have the longest bolts there. Large washer. Large nut. Large bolt. Bolts like this. got the hex part of it at the top. Okay, large washer, a large nut. Okay, so we got the tongue on so far. Looks like everything's cool. This big tray here is called number 18. Alright, now I'm going to have to get the proper size wrench. You can use your adjustable wrench, also called a crescent wrench. Put that on there. All right. Adjust your adjustable wrench, also known as a crescent wrench. Alright, now I've got these two somewhat tight. Let's get that a little bit better. Okay. Now we're going to tighten these. 3/4. Make sure you put a washer and a nut on it. Just get it started. Okay, now the second one is the square one. It's sort of rectangular. Now I'm using these first two holes on either side. Okay, first of all, this hole right here. Put your first bolt there. Nut and a washer and a nut goes on the bottom. Okay. So these are the smaller carriage bolts. Okay, your rectangular hole is the second one. One of the things that you don't want to do is have these two shafts touching each other. So I'm going to turn them up like this so that I can adjust them a little bit so they aren't touching. We're going to have something to hold these up because it's super hard to do anything. I'm going to turn this over like this and get an extension. This is about a 12-inch extension. Well, here you can see the zerk that's broken off here, right there. And here are the parts. I don't know if you ever took apart a zerk, but this is a small brass entrance for the grease. And inside of it, there's a small ball, and the ball is over the entrance to the zerk, and it has a spring right here, small spring, and that keeps this ball probably up against the entrance. I don't know if the ball fell out. Yeah, the ball fell out of it because it's so small. So maybe I can get it very close here and get a better view of it. Yeah, there is the zerk. Here's the entrance like I was talking about. And that fits on your grease gun, and there are springs inside the grease gun to sort of clamp on to this zerk. So it's very delicate since it's brass. Even if it was steel, it would still be delicate. And I would pretty sure that these are metric threads.